Unrest is a game made by Pterodactyl. I'd like to give you more information about them, but I cannot seem to find any. The game retails for $14.99 on Steam. It is an RPG, and honestly, it's probably more true to that title than other games of that genre, as you actually play the role of a character and choose their decisions, as opposed to just telling them which baddie to punch in the head and when. Problem is, that's about all this game has for it. The game says, and I'm quoting the Steam page here, that it is a fantasy interpretation of ancient India. There's Nagas. That's it. The story of the game is about a city suffering during its worst drought ever, and touches on things such as poverty, politics, racism, classism, sexism, you know, the stuff you play video games to forget about. First off, let's talk about the controls. They're pretty simple. You click, the character walks there. Problem is, your character seems like they want to walk in a more binary manner, either up, down, left, or right, favoring going in one direction instead of several. This is a problem as a lot of the levels are set up in a diagonal manner, and the pathfinding is non-existent. You get stuck on random things a lot. It's not a game breaker, but it means you have to stop what you're doing to get your character moving again. Also, you have this action bar. It's useless. The map is too basic. The traits do nothing other than let you know what kind of person you are becoming. The inventory just shows what crap you've accumulated while playing that character, and the journal just tells you stuff you already know. The game also has a lot of characters you play as, but you never play any of them long enough to get a real feel for them outside of the one paragraph description given when you start playing them. And there doesn't seem to be any logic as to who you play. You start off as a princess, then a Naga ambassador, then a peasant girl, then a priest, then the princess again, then the captain of the mercenary group that helps stage a coup against the princess's family. The game also says it has a reactive storyline, that the world and the people in it change depending on the choices you make. It doesn't. I played through the game 3 times. One time I chose the answers I would have if I was in that situation. Then I chose only the top options. Then only the bottom options. Each time it was the same outcome. Here's one example. As the peasant girl, you talk to the father of the guy you're going to marry. He says, "What are you doing here? It's my son you're marrying, not me. I don't want to talk to you." And no matter which option you choose, you get the same answer. He makes a fist with his hand and his whole arm shakes, but he doesn't move another inch. He stares coldly at you until you leave. Oh, and the game doesn't have any animations, by the way. Other than the walk cycle, everything else in the game is described in the chat window, instead of a quick animation or even a picture. Now, maybe this game was designed in such a way that if you pick the top and bottom options, the game would play out the same way. You know, to prevent people from being lazy. For $15 friggin', I'd sure hope so. But I ain't holding my breath. I cannot recommend you buy this game, not only because of all this, but also because of the simple fact that the average gamer doesn't want to spend 2 hours, and the game is only 2 hours long by the way, reading text. They want to spend it knee-deep in brass, and at $15, there is a small army of games more than capable of satiating that need. This has been Theo with a review of Unrest for the Overshield.com, and I will see you next time.